It's January 17th, 2019. This is the recording of The PAXSTERS by Johnny WordSlinger, read by Kimberly Wagner.
The PAXSTERS, a screenplay by Johnny WordSlinger. Interior scenes of interstate wrecks and accidents from storms. Interior of Megan's apartment with emergency news on the television afternoon. Get off the roads and stay home. The great North American, the United States and Canada, faces the worst winter storm in history, dumping snow, sleet, and ice, cutting power to millions of residents. Furthermore, the death toll on the interstates and highways rise above 250,000. Megan switched channels and hears sound from television. To deal with the really significant event here, I want to try. It's going to be a long trek, a long love, winter weather event. Megan pressed mute on her remote control. She was sickened by the unconcerned stupidity of the world and the TV, but she continued to write little red hearts on all the money she had to pay her bills with. She then sat back and thought about all the grief everyone was going through on the interstates and what was happening tonight. Exterior, an interstate in chaos, afternoon, winter storm. Cars piled up, diesel semi-trucks plow into and through cars. State police, emergency vehicles everywhere. These chain reaction crashes reacted something more dreary. Escape for survivors got worse. Officials were warning the people to get off the roads and stay home everywhere. Mother Nature and human nature were adding misery and death. These storms were proving to be much for authorities and rescue crews. Interior Megan's apartment. Megan looked at her handwritten letter from her pen pal, peacemaker friend Sharina from China, and she contemplates her devotional correspondence between the two. They met each other online back in 1996 on the website mp3.com. They both love the band Beacons of Autumn, she reads. Narrative voice of Sharina. Dear Megan, I received your letter, so this will be a quickie, not for general publication. Letters are seen by many people here, so make sure the poems are well encased and edited, and visible from without. I have been told some of these Chinese post office officials are clever. Please send no Christmas gift. Your friendship is my gift. But if you do, I want your homemade honey-covered chocolate. More later. Thanks for everything. I received an airmail letter from Brother Kirov today also. God bless you, Sharina. Megan knew fear was everywhere as she looked at the clock. Exterior. The sun was an hour from setting. Interior Megan's apartment. Roseanne came in the apartment. She was Megan's roommate, and she was a stripper. A great one at that. Stage theatrics, dance, and anything fashionable old and new. Roseanne was performing tonight for a high-dollar competition, a nationwide competition. Pole dancing became an Olympic sport. A poster on the wall. Megan had confidence, but concerned with the weather and with what they both had to do tonight. Megan was going to check on her father, Lance, who was home alone, and he was probably tending to his bee farm. Megan and Roseanne did not say a word because all was okay. They had to get in hustle and bustle mode and take care of things for the night. They both had a PAX symbol tattoo. Exterior. Megan living and going to her father's. Winter storm. The home of Megan's father, Lance. Happy unclothed for warmth. Store the honey, store the honey. I'm so excited to see you, Megan, and excited about moving the foundations. Draw out the comb. Ha ha ha. Megan, happy and cold. Hello, Father. Chewing it up, are we? Sarcastically. Lance, warm. Protecting, dear, protecting. Sensing. Honey is so secret. Folk methods reveal, dear. They reveal. Megan, happy. Father, I met a man, and he's a poet, and I like him. Lance, protective and busy as a bee. Is he unraveling the soul of my wonderful and beautiful daughter? Megan, happy and smiling. Yes, little by little, Father. Lance, protective and busy. Is he a prophet, poet, the kind I like? Megan, happy and smiling. I think so. I have not read all his work. His name is Adelson Alcantara. He's not American. He's from Brazil. He speaks Portuguese. Lance, protective and busy. A blessed tribe. Megan, happy and smiling. Interior inside the farmhouse, clothing. Megan looked at all the different honey containers on the front porch from all the years that have gone by as they enter the home. Megan, concerned. Father, so was all the help I found you doing good work with all of your self-service honey stands? I know the old-fashioned honor system, but we live in a frantic world now. Lance, confident. Yes, the stands are open all year round as long as honey supply lasts. And you know what battles we face? Exterior Roseanne, driving your car to work. Roseanne's listening to the band blare the woo-hoo song and thinking about the night's tasks. She takes the best clear routes to work into the city. Roseanne's smartphone goes berserk. Text messages, voicemail, Facebook messages, and multiple calls coming at once. Interior, the country of Russia, winter. Kirov, confident. Kirov looked at a picture of Jesse James and many chiefs of the American Badlands of the USA on his swap. They were his mental heroes. He then looked on the internet for the current status of the Plekhanov brothers and the progress of the global energy transmission. He then picked up his revolver from off of a table and spun the chambers. He smiled and put it on his desk, knowing he would never come back to Russia. He pressed send on a massive email signal. He looked at his plane tickets to Nashville, Tennessee under the name of J.D. Howard and laughed. Furthermore, sung a Hank Williams song, Poor Old Qualigga. He stood up and looked into the mirror and took a long, hard look at himself. The pain of all the abortions his woman had from his life surfaced, and then he looked up, and the pain went away. Images of his woman having an abortion went through his head. Kira, confident. Choices have been made, and not only that, they won't quite know what to make of this. He looked at his watch and thought of the storm as a day ahead of time. Kirill walked out the door to go to the airport, thinking in confidence, this is not about attention, and I couldn't wait to meet the alliance at the gate. Exterior, mass chaos in America and Canada from winter storm and rescue squads and high-rate confusion. Interior inside the farmhouse, cozy. Lance, Covenant. Is this man Adelson El Cantera of the Spirit? Megan. I think so. I have not let him sting me yet. Lance, stern but comical. He better be a honey of an O, and better not piss in my Cheerios. Megan laughs. He better be, or he won't get no royal jelly. Megan, deeply concerned. What is wrong, Father? I can tell you something is bothering you. Lance, firm. This winter can put us out of business. Megan. Comes over to her father and hugs him. I love you, Father. Lance relaxed. I was 14-year-old and remember getting snow in my boots, freezing my feet and my hands. Megan, you are my queen of the sun, regardless. Megan, warmer. Oh, Father, you should rest. I will come back tomorrow. I'm going to the bait shop, and going fishing. Megan left her father be and on the way to her car. Exterior country roads, interstate and traffic. Roseanne, confident. Roseanne had faith in the great smokeout. Money on gold be honey new to and fro. Then rapid flashbacks of her abortions, and felt what was right upon arrival of her duty. As she stopped into the parking lot, she looked into her rearview mirrors and seen everyone back there. She unloaded her duty. Voice to text. Roseanne got a message from Kirov and text, "Shall we be?" And he was in flight, and Roseanne was tired of being Roseanne and Roxanne. Roseanne was dreaming and living, but was born named Roxanne. Flashback of growing up. As Roseanne was driving her fully stocked 1973 white Gremlin with a green stripe down the middle under the viaduct, Roseanne recalled a tunnel and contemplated fast drive-through, only because Roseanne was the boss. Stripper, undercover accountant, full attendant, never going to sleep spirit. Roseanne was not that Roxanne. Roseanne turned around and burnt rubber and popped wheelies. Roseanne was going to work. Roseanne turned up her radio. The song Lincoln by Haystack was on. Roseanne texted once. Where was I? Roseanne's voice to text. I am the queen, and the heck with table dancing. Turn the tables, and we're going to shake down the hive. But this is no artificial swarm. No more excluding. I love my big fat owl drones and the diverse worker bees, and I bet they won't. And thank us for the medicine they think is poison. Our liberating twist on how conditioned minds affect the way minds perceive the world. You see, I know when my pussy willows bloom, and I know when my wolves and my owls carve the moon. We need to maintain and be kept in the strongest condition possible. Remember, we started spreading the wax early. We, the PAXSTERS, our colony, can equalize too, because we are the main force in the three great revolutionary movements of class struggle. Alrighty, almighty queen cells, you know what to do. Swan, flower to flower. Dance, baby, sweet, waggle dance. That's an order for order. River was and always shall be red. Interior is in interior on her phone. Mother Frex truckers, I be the fishing pole. The Xander pad and dirt reality. Scrambled Electric Skank Nose. Roberts RRG, February 4, 2012 at 2:03 p.m. Like Clement, is that the one they call Not a Tunnel? March 2nd, 2012, 8:41 p.m. Like Turner, love the George Carpenter. It's been years since I've been there. So pretty, have to take my girl there sometimes. March 2nd, 2012, 9:06. Like Boy in the Water Spring on the Other Side. March 3rd, 2012, 10:47 a.m. Like I'm in Wow, March 10, 2012, before 3 a.m. Like Balagar and Very Cool, exclamation. March 25th, 2012, like Troy, Not a Tunnel, August 14th, 2012, 8:47 a.m. Like Gallagher, the Not a Tunnel, entry to one of the most beautiful places on earth, September 15th, 2012 at 9:18 p.m. Like Olin, this was awesome to drive through. My picks didn't come out quite like this, but it was me. October 23rd, 2012, so like Anderson, Nada, October 23rd, 2012 at 7:53 a.m. Like Anderson, I missed the George. I'd be there more if I didn't have warrants in Kentucky. Stupid local police heckled me last time I was there and busted me for possession of marijuana. Should be legal down there, exclamation. October 23rd, 2012 at 10:44 a.m. Like Jenkins, there's not a tunnel. There's a sign at the beginning of the tunnel that tells you all about it. It was made by using dynamite, and a few men lost their lives in the process, exclamation. November 2nd, 2012 at 4:29 a.m. Like Alexander, been through here so many times. July 18, 2015 at 4:32 a.m. Like late August 28, 2013 at 9:27 a.m. Like apartment, 9-month-old Bordy Collie came home barking as Megan came home. Megan, excited. Come here, Topper. You're my hero. Megan knelt down and petted him before opening the door. Once inside, the phone rang, and it was Adelson Alcantara, and he was about to land at the airport. She felt he was near too, and she was excited to finally meet him. Topper, happy-go-lucky. Adelson Alcantara, excited. Havino, dear, I'm about to be there. Megan, smiling while speaking. Okay, great. I'm on my way there. It is good there's no delay. You're lucky. Topper tilted it, barked, because Megan always said, I'm so lucky to have a smart dog that teaches me things. Megan, smiling while speaking. We have many goals tonight, and she laughs a bit. The laugh when she wants to be loved. Adelson Alcantara, excited. Yes, we do. And you, my dear, are the first on my list. Megan. Yes, because the stakes are high for humanity right now, and we have much to do before dawn. Megan lost the call, and she set the phone down, and Topper barked at the phone. Arr. Megan looked at Topper. Topper, you're going to help us find world peace tonight? And many days of peace for all. Megan kissed Topper and left to go to the airport. Interior plane from Russia. Kirov. On plane and call. Kirov from Russia. Kirov from Russia was about to arrive at the same airport at the same time as Adelson Alcantara from Brazil was. Kirov was excited to meet up again with Arizona. Images, footage of Arizona entering the airport to meet Kirov. Arizona are American friends who were many and they were members of the American Armed Forces. Furthermore, this group was spread out all over the country, ready to take action, to be betrayed no more. Exterior parking lot of strip club was in calm. Security escorts and lady friend strippers come out to escort Roseanne into the strip club. Roseanne smiling. Y'all ready for the real lockdown? Everyone. They all replied, yes, because the current justice is boredom. Roseanne looks at her 1973 Gremlin and asked security to check the fuses. She then thought and laughed inside. My car has been spotted often. Roseanne looked at the moon, and they all headed to the dressing room. Interior, 2 airplanes. Fearless phone conversation. Kirov was on the phone with Adelson Alcantara as they were about to land. Kirov, if we have a dry runway, we can take a crosswind of 25 knots. A 5-knot crosswind could blow us off a frictionless, ice-covered runway. Adelson Alcantara. All right, brother. There's no freezing rain. Exterior, 2 planes landing. Interior airport. Inside airport. Megan walking to gate 23. Arizona walking to gate 24. Kirov and Adelson Alcantara walk off the planes and meet Megan in Arizona. Megan and Kirov hug and kiss. Exterior parking lot. Kirov, eyes gleaming. The truth is that you've all been indicted in various ways, with various responsibilities that come from our individual voices and gifts. Let us use those gifts. Deadline is tonight. All bets are off. It's a game on to put anarchists and politicians in check, to convert them back to humanity, because they have a cowardly way to play. To change the inequality, we have to have a new diplomacy. We have been in the age of the false flag, and political parties hate each other to the core, yet they love Israel unconditionally. Furthermore, they have the mentality of it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Mother Nature is on our side tonight, entangling the whole country. As Wendell Berry said, whether we and our politicians know it or not, nature is party to all our deals and decisions, and she has more votes, a longer memory, and a sterner sense of justice than we do. It's treaty time. Our way, no week left out. They all felt and looked like these deeds were the last thing they wanted to do. They all leave the airport to go to the strip club. Cars driving away. Interior inside car. Kirov in Arizona engaging electric signals. Kirov, sad with images of abortions as they ride past the Tennessee state capitol. Kirov smiled. Interior car. Kirov recited poetry. Narrated as other Arizona soldiers on horseback and 4-wheelers rolled out of dog food factories all over the USA. Sound Poem 1. A Stratosphere Lad 35. On the idle hill of summer by A.E. Huisman. On the idle hill of summer, sleepy with the flow of streams. Afar I hear the steady drummer, drumming like a noise in dreams. Far and near, and low and louder, on the roads of earth go by, dear to friends and food for powder, soldiers marching, all to die. East and west on fields forgotten, bleach the bones of camaraderie slain, lovely lads and dead and rotten, none that go return again. Far the calling bugles hollow, high the screaming fife replies, gay the files of scarlet follow, woman bore me, I will rise. River of Arizona recited the poem in return. Sound Poem 2. No Man is an Island by John Donne. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less, as well as if a promontory were, as well as any manner of thy friends or of thine own were. Any man's death diminishes me, because I am involved in mankind, and therefore never send to know for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. Strip club. Music playing, strobe lights flashing, hands clapping and shouting. The DJ announces, welcome to professional night, and guess what, everyone? All the ladies are single. The group on the stage at the moment are wearing patriotic costumes with stars on them, and they all held sparklers. They were boneless, body rolling against the pole, air humping and flashing sultry looks in the judge's direction. The most advanced climbed to the top, then dropped head first, only to catch themselves by squeezing the pole with their legs in the nick of time. Some do splits on the ground, splits hanging upside down, and splits against the pole. One had a swinging pole. Waitresses were bringing dirty martinis to CEOs, senators, and state representatives. Exterior parking lot. They all arrived at the strip club from the airport. Interior. Inside, Roseanne's great competitor took stage as they entered the club. Kira of Arizona and Kira Valendo, who's Kira Valendo? Took seats at the tables while Megan went back to the dressing hall and entered. All dancers backstage were all nice and polite to Megan as she entered. She noticed them stretch and pin numbers in their shirts, and some seal their costumes to their bodies with roll-on glue. Roseanne, getting dressed anxiously to get the ball rolling, and sees Carla for the first time. Hey, Megan, is Kira here? Megan, anxious to return to Adelson and Cantera. Yes. Roseanne, decided in Spanish. Oh, great. Looks at the dancers. Check your guns and gear. Hall cleaners, no need to clean anymore after tonight. They all laughed. Pamela, a dancer, gave her a piercing look that Roseanne and no one else noticed. Roseanne was ready to take the stage. She wore a dark pink metal latex bodysuit, and a gas mask. Roseanne looks at everyone. It's roll time. Roseanne made her way to the stage. She had 2 songs to dance to. Megan made her way back to the tables. Pamela went to the ladies' room and was shaking, using her phone. Roseanne took the stage. A person from the audience screams out, "That's like the God of Paul right there." After song 1 and cam shots of CEOs and senators, Adelson Alcantara, Megan, Kirov, and Arizona went backstage to put on their gear. Arizona got signals that this was on, happening all over the USA. Operation Honeybee was in effect. Megan noticed Pamela was not around, so she went to look for her. Megan went to the ladies' room, and Pamela was on the phone. She dropped it once she seen Megan. Megan, pissed off. Megan reached behind her and pulled out her gun and shot Pamela in the chest. The tranquilizer dart laid Pamela out hot. Megan grabbed the phone and headed back to the tables. Megan, we have a problem. We have a Judas bitch among us. Carol, confident. Gear up. All PAXSTERS put on their gas masks. Kira took the phone and looked at it. And gave it to a member of Arizona. He then engaged the knockout, KO, gas inside the club. Floodlights came on inside the club. Vapors from the gas filled up the club. All doors were locked from the outside. No one was leaving. Slowly, all CEOs, senators, and fell to the ground. None kept hostage. Members of Arizona took plastic card info from them and scanned the info and dropped all plastic cards on the bodies of the owners. This act happened in every strip club all over the nation. No one was killed. All was silent. Exterior house strip club, Kurlov. Arizona 3, I need info on that phone. Arizona 3. Calls to the local banner newspaper. Kurlov. Bring Pamela with us. SUVs and hard-body cars pull up into the parking lot of the strip club. Deshaun, a member of Arizona, rolled down his window and spoke. Shit hit the fan, and let the blood run freely. Drop all cards freely, and since we live in a chicken-hunting word world, let's see who is the leader. No one, little brother. You know, y'all, this here planet we're claiming in your life, the world is sleepwalking on all levels, and the real is level above and level below, and they all shall never be real for sure. Yeah. Oh, it shall be. And it all takes is a screwdriver and a hammer. And let the blood flow, sleepers. And day and night, and the folks that know how to sweep with boots on, they are made for walking. But once you realize you fight, you sweep them off their boots. And there's hammers and screwdrivers everywhere. So, and you have everyone scared. our leaders failed because they don't use hammers and screwdrivers and have the same time and place. Look that up. Yeah, this here is not a war. This here is a solution. Crawling hit, no crying, y'all. Remember, it is world ball. Simple hammer and screwdriver. We are hiding out at the Hermitage. Follow us, wobble wobble. That they all drove away to the home of Andrew Jackson. Interior, the Jeep Cherokee. Adam Smith. Banner reporter said to himself as he was parked a block away from the club. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The fact is, I am broke journalist and I am not part of the system. Hate being divorced, child support due, no sympathy on neither story. Adam Smith then drove and followed them while his scanner went berserk. Adam Smith. Not religious, but to me it's proof of something awesome going on elsewhere in life. Cold was the best crime deterrent. Not with this brunch. Well, sitting down with these folks might help solve the world's problem I was looking into. A new moral ground. Interior Ford King cab, care of Covenant. We are being followed. Let them come to the party. Young Smith followed them. Exterior, arriving at the Hermitage. Trees and old Civil War looking fencing were on both sides of the narrow road leading to the Hermitage. A light snow fell as they parked the vehicles. The two-story home gave them all chills as they looked at it, excited. The vehicles. The trail of tears came to all their minds. And so did lovemaking for Kirov and Roseanne. As they followed Deshawn, everyone walked in through the door. The hallway was huge, stairs winding to the left. Deshawn walked into the parlor. There was a fireplace, small tables, and enough chairs. Not enough chairs. Megan. Where did all these people sit? Deshawn. I heard that. We have new furniture with food, supplies. Look at the gate, player. Heard that. We've got new furniture and with food supplies. Lock the gate, player. Carl. Where's the superintendent? Deshawn. Chained and sleeping in the slave quarters. Swag me out. In fact, put that white-ass girl Pamela out there with him. You're chained, ain't sleeping. You're on slave quarters. Swag me out. You in fact put that white-ass girl out with him. Interior, exterior. Deshawn walked out into the balcony and looked down at the bell and spoke. Hey, player, ring the bell. Call for Alfred and bring me Andrew Jackson's cape. Girl walked out onto the balcony, too. They'll get more visitors now. Imagine that. Andrew was a common man, though. A rock star. The father of American democracy. Deshawn. I get the master bedroom. Deshawn looked at Roseanne and smiled. Roseanne. Wanting and needing. Baby, I can't wait. I thought it was like Roseanne's man. Oh, she was, Roseanne ran out the door, up the stairs, and into the master bedroom. Carl followed. Yeah, Carl. Oh. Roseanne undressing. Start the fire on this fireplace. As Roseanne looked into the mirror above the fireplace, Roseanne looked up at the portrait of Rachel Jackson. Roseanne, this is a public debate as in the history of the First Ladies. I know what it is like to fear for your life, and I chose the plot too. And I also withdraw from society's glare, but I know what wormwood poison is, because I'm the smartest little woman in America. Roseanne threw her garments over the portrait, so Rachel Jackson's eyes weren't watching small, soft, coarse sex action. Interior library, Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Megan and Adelson Alcantara talking about the next tactic. Megan opened her briefcase. This land is haunted. Cherokees and black people mostly. This land is cursed. Titans. My cat's ass. She pulled out a cheap minute phone and some silent dog whistles. Here are the tools. The Galton whistle and my sheep herding whistle. You're going to love Topper. Adelson Alcantara looked at his phone, smiling. The drones are in place and the snow is in control. Adelson USA. This was his positions of the drones, were members of Arizona on horseback in four-wheelers at locations where they met up with other border collie owners. Queens, they were called, inside the slave quarters at Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Deshaun, wearing Andrew Jackson's cape, chaining up Pamela next to the Hermitage superintendent. Let's say we are doing a renovation. Say all slave quarters across America. We are the hornet's nest. You know, fine things come from agriculture. An angry, hard-working culture with true historical significance. This is your sleeping quarters until further notice. Sleeping quarters fabulous. Walks out, slamming the door. That was the shot. The Arizona amigos and amigas arrive. Abel the Cable. We found the piñata. He's got a camera, huh? So, I says, you're going to take a little trip with me. Adam Smith, the human journalist. Piñata. Deshaun. Let's chain him up. Interior library at Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Megan. This is so cool. Look at all these books. Megan got close to Adelson Alcantara. She thought Roseanne and Carol having a great time having sex upstairs. She looked at Adelson Alcantara, and he seemed occupied. So Megan went into the safety mode and walked away. Megan, a kosher home, and we strive to make the world better. Megan picks up the landline and calls Serena in China, telling her they're at the home of Andrew Jackson. She then called her father Lance to make sure all was well. Megan used her cell phone to turn on the TV at home for Topper, and this gave Topper the signal to find Megan. So Topper went out to the dog door, was outside. Megan took the dog whistles and went outside on the balcony to call Topper, and Topper heard and ran fast to the Andrew Jackson's home, the new home of the PAXSTERS. Interior, the Jackson's master bedroom. Roseanne and Carol were lying on the bed, chest to chest. Roseanne was in a rocking motion, rubbing herself on Carol, and he manually gripped her ass with both hands, looking deep into each other's eyes. Roseanne turned on and confident. Don't be scared, Carol. Our baby will be born and happy. I will be a good mother. Carol smiled but clenched his fists. Roseanne. We have our careers as world leaders now. No grief or regret. Just nurturing each other and our baby. We will be 3, not 2 or separated. You will always be my number 1, Carol. Roseanne kisses Carol. Roseanne. Society can't be controlled, so we won't let society control us. We have a baby to make, and more. You have an unexpected true love, me. No more shame, no more depression. Outside the slave quarters, Arizona. Deshaun, you did not check them for weapons, and I found this pistol on Adam Smith. Deshaun. What? Okay. Did he talk about my woman? Yes, he did. Don't lie. Look, it's duel time now. Get him. Me and him are going to have a duel, and he gets to use his gun, and if he kills me, you are to put him under. I want a real duel with this fool. Arizona. Did what Deshaun said. Deshaun fluffled up his Andrew Jackson cape. Hickory dickory dock. Deshaun is on the block. We don't take things lightly. This is a matter of honor. Arizona. Brought out Adam Smith from the slave quarters. Deshaun handed Adam Smith his loaded gun. I hope you're the best shot in Tennessee here, Mr. Adam Smith. Adam Smith, scared, peeing his pants. Deshaun, no. I want to know the story of you all. So the world knows your story. That's why I'm here. I recently divorced and have child support. I want the story of a lifetime. Don't do this. I'm better off writing your story, not being dead. Deshaun looks at Arizona. You know the drill. Deshaun then looks at Adam Smith. I will take my paces back and yours. I will look you in the eyes and make my move. Get me? Deshaun paces back. Adam Smith looks at Arizona and then at Deshaun. Deshaun stopped and looked at Adam Smith in the eyes. Adam Smith. No! For the love of whatever! At the word ever, Deshaun shots a tranquilizer at Adam Smith and hits him. Adam Smith freaks out and fires his gun 2 times and shot low and 1 shot high. Arizona. Deshaun, that was stupid, dude. And thanks for taking all the crazies since we've been there. Deshaun. Now he will right. Chain him up somewhere else and don't leave him. Whatever, Arizona. Fade out. 2 prisoners, shock and awe of gunfire. They all run up to the balcony to see what's up. Interior. Megan, thinking of Roseanne and Carla, furthermore, daydreaming of making love to Adelson when the shots are fired. Roseanne, pinned up against the corner of the walls, making love to Carol when the 2 shots are fired. Megan, new high gear mindset. We have piecework now, so sooner. Those shots were heard. We have to prepare. The police can be coming here. It's jazz time. The neo-roaring 20s. The unscandalous track. Do I sound neo-flappy? Grabbing the gadget. Laser set. All remote signaling 100%. Circling. Waiting response from China. There she is. Click down a gadget. Baptism of fire. Officer in pursuit. 2 gunshot calls. Gets a call from dispatch to come to the station immediately. Interior master bedroom. Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Girl, dressing in a hurry. Roseanne, sad and mad. I'll be right there. Kuro clenches his fists and walks out with his tranquilizer guns. Roseanne gets dressed in a beautiful dress. This is filmed in a sexy roaring 20s way, not clothing way. Topper. Running through the snow and getting closer to the home of Andrew Jackson. And he wears a smart collar. New high-tech laser receptor collar. Megan Topper is getting closer and the lasers and whistles are working fine. He will be here in no time. In fact, all collies are headed to their queens. We will be ready soon. Exterior horse stable. Carol, moving fast and gathering and walking to our stable. Today we are reforming our worldwide economic system, reimaging education like the pursuit of natural curiosity, and conceiving healthcare and immigration legislation that empathizes with human beings who are suffering, and realizing the necessity of a pharmaceutical industry not based on profit. Redesigning our prison system as a system of rehabilitation rather than demonization, and ceasing to arrest and imprison people for victimless crimes, and stocking grocery store shelves with wholesome, nutritious foods, and getting our hundreds of thousands of homeless people some food and shelter. We need to grow up in warm communities in which people nourish rather than disdain one another, to be compassionate rather than judgmental. Arizona. Reading data. Detection, sweeping, and ranging, sir. Systems, spinning laser pulses and measurements. Cloud densities okay. Soon we will discover the treasures that lay beneath. Maps detailed with spectrometric meter measurements, chemical and optical properties, showing spikes in illegal gold mining in the region now. Cameras are surviving now, sir. Mirrors engaged. Drones ready. Roseanne, in her dress, walking towards them in the stable, smiling. Giro, smiling. My Southern Belle, would you join us on a mission? Roseanne bowed the Southern girl away and jumped on Carol's horse. I don't mind if I do, sir. Topper arrived, happy dog. Megan, smiling, happy one. Good horses and dogs are meant the difference between freedom and capture, life and death. They all put on black dusters. Carol, Roseanne, Megan, Edelson, and most of Arizona, and then they all got on a horse and rode away, and Tupper followed. Deshaun and the rest of Arizona watched the gringos and amigos paint graffiti all over the homestead with witches and shadow beasts, things that scared Andrew Jackson back in his day. Interior, home of the governor of Tennessee. Governor's security. Governor, there's blockade. We are surrounded by an army, it seems like. Tennessee State Governor. Call the National Guard. Governor's security. They are the National Guard, sir, and they occupy all state capitals. Interior. Tennessee State and local police headquarters. Dispatcher. Okay, everyone, we have a serious dilemma on our hands. We have been warned that we have no control over our grids, that they have been hijacked by an unknown source, and they can be shut down at any time. We believe it's China and Russia. Police always off. That was in pursuit of the gunshot call. I bet everyone wished they all kept their antennas now and learned radio. I knew this shit was coming. All communication would be paralyzed soon. I fade out. The PAXSTERS, Roseanne, Carol, Megan, Edelson, and Arizona. On horseback, they rode fast through the snow to the Red River in Tennessee to meet R&R PAXSTERS. Interior, Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Deshaun, looking into Adam Smith's eyes. So you want to know about the PAXSTERS, do you? How would you handle the world's unnecessary problems? Would you like a beer? I'm going to play a song for you. Ha ha ha. I'm a black man, and I love this song. Do you know the poet Black Bart? Get ready to write your story, Mr. Smith. The PAXSTERS intruders. Alarms went off. Kirill. A phone went off in his pocket. A phone loud and has never been heard before. It was loud to all of the PAXSTERS' ears and emotions. Digging in pockets, grabs phone and turns on speakerphone so the whole tribe hears. Incoming high-tech phone. Lady on the phone from Russia. Kirov, you are so beautiful. Thank you for hearing me out and how much I miss my kids. Thank you for showing me the world of a difference. I hand it to Kirov. I am only one mother in Russia that has a child that learned to love me after so many years, like 30. Kirov talks in the speakerphone. My dying biographer, I've always been so conquered. How can I carry so many that ask to write their lives only if they just only write? I'm knelt down and rising. Do they see I am? Kira. Laser kills the phone and digs for another one and gives life with a laser and sends a mission. Follow us, and I have a pound for you. Roseanne. We speak of the aborted. Exterior Kentucky State, Arizona. Yellow signal in Ederville, Campsville, bright at Devil's Canyon, Russellville, and brighter at Wakefield, Kentucky, South Mount Washington. Kirov. 10-4. Let's use the snowmobile boats from here. Arizona. We have red signals nearby. Carol. Yankee Blues, alright. Text Abel the cable. Tell him to crew up and meet us at Devil's Canyon. It's cold out here. Humidity is making it colder. Exterior. Breaths can be seen like small smoke signals as they rode into a secluded place by the railroad. Kirov. We can lay nails with our breath. Arizona. Trains on time. Kirov. 10-4. Let's sled up explosives, lighting, food, and fuel tankers in Squad 2. The ladies and Topper can bring the horses to Devil's Canyon. Arizona. 10-4. Roseanne. Snuggled up to Kirov. I'm cold, but I'll be okay. Kirov. Cold, honey. Snuggling up in hugs. Warm you up soon, love. Arizona. Red signals are moving in. Yankee Bills. We have to move fast. Exterior Kentucky State Police and marshals on their trail. Sergeant Louis Red. This is going to be a long manhunt. Deputy Carney. What? We are expert marksmen, and we have the hounds. Sergeant Louis Red. United we stand, divided we fall. Deputy Carney. Bullshit, sir. They're separating. Sergeant Louis Red. You may think so. We are going to open the gates for them. They are experts, deputy. You may not see this, but we are outnumbered. It's a good choice. Deputy Carney. No, I quit. I'll bounty hunt them. Sergeant Louis Red. Give me your badge. Deputy Carney. Will do. Deputy Carney looked at Sergeant Red. His badge looked at the other marshals. Who's with me? We have work to do. Only a handful followed the Deputy Carney, handing over their badges to the Sergeant Red. Sergeant Red spit chewing tobacco out. You shall fall. Deputy Carney and his followers follow in a truck and get in pursuit. Exterior. Kirov. Smoking the bed eastbound down Jerry Reed. Roseanne, take care of my horse Charlie, love. And he kissed her. Kira. Copperheads. Where's gold heads? We are appreciated. Let's go with it. Get the gear up from the train. Let's go set up. Adelson smiled. Ooh-wee. You don't fuck with the railroad, boys. And laughs and sung. Railroads down. Interior to interjection. Deshaun enabled the cable. Got the signal and sung. Railroads down 2. Interior Kentucky State Marshal Vehicle. Sergeant Louis read on his radio. Dispatch. Disable state vehicles. 10 through 12 at once. No questions asked. Dispatcher voice. Yes, sir. Deputy Carney inside vehicle. Son of a bitch! Sergeant Louis read. Let's follow them. I know we are, but we may have to intervene with rangers and emergency call-ins and vigilantes. Fade out. Interior, Andrew Jackson's homestead, Deshaun. Why are you divorced, Adam Smith? Adam Smith, looking down at the floor. I don't make enough money. Deshaun. Why do you want to write about us? Adam Smith. Truth, beyond mayhem, justice, and plunder. Once a story breaks out, it saves your life. Deshaun looked at his behavior and thought his answer was direct, and Adam Smith's jaws relaxed. Are you fucking Pamela? Adam laughs. Hell no, it's business. Deshaun. I'm not the police. I don't have mercy. And they don't anymore these days, you know. I'll be back. I'm gonna get us some more beer. Deshaun watched Adam Smith through the crack of the hinge part of the door. Adam Smith sat there motionless, and then Adam Smith cracked his knuckles. Adam was calm as Deshaun went to get some beer once on his return. Deshaun. Tell me about this story. How you gonna write it? Adam Smith. I want to tell it like it is. Deshaun. I can tell. You're a good person. I'm gonna star in the story. Deshaun looked at Adam Smith for a deep, good answer. Adam Smith. No, I want the whole story. Deshaun laughs. I was happy about the response and answer. Okay. Well, you're going to where the action is then. Able to Cable will take you to Devil's Canyon so you can write your story. You have your tools. Go get them. Cameras, notebooks, whatever. Go get them. No guns. We have the Sleepy Honey Pie Gun Tranquilizer. Adam Smith raised up and was happy. Thanks, Deshaun. I won't lay you all down. Thanks. Adam Smith ran out down the stairs to get his gear. Deshaun went to the balcony, observed all of this, and called Able to Cable. Take Adam Smith, the reporter, with you. Able to Cable. That vote, Deshaun. Fade out to Topper and Megan and Roseanne. Megan. Topper, come here, boy. Okay, you are in the lead. You know what to do, beautiful Topper. Topper barked with approval and dog happiness. Roseanne. They look hot in those cowboy boots, and them boots don't need to be insulated. Megan. You aren't telling me nothing, Roseanne. Them beards too, baby. Inner thighs don't lie. Are you a stubble girl? Ain't you, Megan? Megan laughs. They're gorgeous without them. You're a Kentucky Mammoth caveman. Laughs. Roseanne laughs. I do like Allison's glorious chops. Megan smiles. Roseanne laughs. I wonder about our new in-laws, do you? Megan laughs. No, not yet. Kira better worry about my Papa Lance. I need to call him. Megan called her father as she got out their daredevil bee pheromone kits. Roseanne laughs. We have to follow the water, like bitchfootsoldier.com on horses. Let's get her his gold to Jesse James and the gang. Laughs. Megan, let's say a prayer before we throw on the Fukushima data on America, creating an invisible honeycomb grid attaching to the Plekhanov Brothers, aka Tesla Tower. Roseanne. Yes. Okay. But we don't. We don't need no phone, glow-in-the-dark bullshit, trail tape, or toilet paper. We're hard. We take it hard. But we do need tea tree oil. You did not forget that, did you? You know I hate ticks. Oh, we do need candlesticks for when the love makes. Laughs. Megan laughs. Let's gather this gold and lurk into the 19th century. Megan and Roseanne covered their bodies with this gel and topper. Their daredevil bee pheromone kits were very advanced kits, enhancing their DNA to CAB way into 18th century reincarnation technology. And with their 21st century high-tech phones, they could still be and see their surroundings in the 21st century, and if needed to call the bees for protection. Adelson looked at his phone, smiling. The drones are in place, and the snow is in control. Fade out. Exterior horse stable and Andrew Jackson homestead. Sean unchained Pamela and walked her to the end of the driveway and told her, "You're free to go, so start counting telephone poles." Pamela walked on. Fade on. Exterior Kentucky. Topper. Walking ahead of Megan and Roseanne on the railroad tracks, barking. Megan. Good boy, Topper. We have a red signals, Roseanne. A helicopter appeared at the site where Megan and Roseanne were, and it was Arizona. Able to cable and Adam Smith. Able to cable. Okay, Adam Smith, you are about to witness the greatest find in the history of mankind. The gold of Jesse James. Roseanne. Able, why bring this guy? Able to cable. The Sean's orders. He wants this guy to write about us. Roseanne. Blah. She looks at Adam Smith. Alright, make it good. And no fast moves. Any fast move will be on your own shovel, you dig? Adam Smith. Yes, Roseanne. Megan. Called Kira and everyone around her to talk. It's a done deal. We found the gold. Roseanne. Like the kids of the world, and we kiss you all good night. Megan. My theory was correct. Jesse and the gang gave the rail workers a brick of gold to bury the gold. One each here and there, one step by step under the railroad as they built it, and each one has sunk 15 feet or more into the ground. Now, my other theory is he eliminated these workers to silence this. Maybe not. And that's why Nashville music was funded way back when Hank was wet and Farron Young, the singing sheriff. I met Farron when I was a little girl, and I wish I knew all of this then to ask him when he was alive. My original theory was he embedded them in the trees, but time and storms would have released the truth, but nothing has appeared. Kirov. Great work, Megan. We will be there soon. I will send a train and digging machine now. Set up camp, and I'll be there soon to start uprooting the railroad there. Roseanne. We have company. Arizona, fetch me my rifle. Arizona. 10-4. Here you go. It has real bullets in it. Roseanne. Skype this. Arizona aired this by Worldwide so all of the world and the PAXSTERS could witness this historical event. Roseanne strapped up her rifle and sighted the truck off Deputy Carney and Company. One shot fired shattered the glass of the truck and knocking off the Stetson hat of the Deputy Carney. She sighted back up and fired 2 more shots, blowing off the tires out of the truck. Megan laughs. Dang, you're good. Big Daddy Rabbit Lance taught you well. Adam Smith. daughter of legend. This is grand. I will be like Ben Franklin, have the greatest story in newspaper in the world. Thank you all very much. Able to Cable. All this Mimi shit is dead, boy. Adam Smith. Yes, I understand. Fiddle. Sergeant Louis Red on the phone with the president. Mr. President, they're looking for the gold of Jesse James. What should we do? The president. They did find the gold of the Jesse James gang. So use diplomacy with them. It seems they're doing what we should have done a long time ago. Seems they want to help America and the world. So we have no choice but to let them do their work. They sent a message to me and said they would contact me back. I will keep you informed, and you do the same for me. Sergeant Louis Red. Yes, sir. Exterior submarine in Kentucky via satellite. Railroad crews and machinery removing the railroads where the gold was. Where the gold was. Where? Roseanne, speaking to the president. Of the United States of America and all the world leaders. These are the time of the PAXSTERS. We are the brave ones to overthrow your power. Pharaoh's dream and the American dream are now the PAXSTERS' dreams. We are not your slaves. Greedy shellfish. No love for humanity. The curse of our Maker be on you and your kind. You do not own all of the land and all the people. We have looked through the eyes of our historical subjects and understood then in the context of our own world. If God had intended us to vote, He would have given us candidates. Although JFK was a slight good one. So, all of this talk about change, new government, for a new century is type since 1968. Martin Luther King, he had come to believe that our economic system was fundamentally unjust and needed radical transformation. This madness must cease. And all the evils of racism, economic exploitation, and militarism are all tied together. Hey, today, for years, you all used your power by diverting the anger of citizens to groups without the resources to defend themselves. You are now being haunted by numerous atrocities against Native Americans, the anti-Irish prejudices of the mid-19th century, the continual violence against Chinese who had been brought in to work on the railroads, the hostility toward immigrants from the Eastern and Southern Europe that led to restrictive immigration laws and so on. So for now on, your asking is receiving as the statute of liberty. Give me your tired, your pure, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. You asked, so you are receiving. Things are getting bright, because we remember, Albright replied. I think this is a very hard choice, But the price, we think the price is worth it. 500,000 children have died as a result of sanctions against Iraq and so many others. That is more children than died in Hiroshima. We stand for children. War in our time is always a war against children. And if the children of other countries are to be granted an equal right to life with our own children, then we must use our extraordinary human ingenuity to find non-military solutions for world problems. So we did. This is real peacetime. So stand in line to nothingness as votes never counted before. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund was just balanced by us, the PAXSTERS. We are not shadows. Humanity's light. Wealthy influences and special interests have too much power in Washington, which is why banks have not been held to a higher level of accountability until now. Alaska, we have unstacked the deck. We have Alaska for the human homeless of the USA. We're showing you up and off, bailing out the homeless and the underpaid, overworked workers. The game is over. We are never going to be looked at as an evil empire no longer. The Russian roulette and arms race you play is over. You keep looking down, forgetting all we breathe, the same air. We all cherish our children's future, and we are all mortal when you should have been looking up at the last 7 years at the big grandfather clock. That there is no more time to crunch. We are the PAXSTER bunch. Power given to poverty, food and water, shelters vastly. Think the million match into a worldwide billion. Match is on and done. The anger against the light is done, and the rotten parts of the apple has been cut away. And every couple with thoughts of abortion will be treated with royalty to educate them and so much more. The president asked a member of his administration, what is a PAXSTER? Administration. Peace liberators and vindicators. Citizens of the world who are no longer scared. Fade in days later. Exterior Kentucky Wild River, aka Green River, Mammoth Cave National Park. The PAXSTERS were camping and canoeing with real-made Native American craftsmanship, living the American dream with nature and true peace. Horseback and two. PAXSTER scouts were everywhere, howling animal karaoke like daily. Children of PAXSTERS, and like all children could play now, played in the earth's dirt, not mankind's mind's dirt. And they smiled and greeted all FBI agents, taking pictures as slivers of Jesse James gold paid bills across the land and the seas. Turtles of the lake, ponds, and rivers even came to the party. Worldwide cameras were set down to get an eye to the heart glimpse of the straightening out, as all the badges were trashed. The earth began to grow more and more beautiful. Furthermore, all robots of the flesh felt the change as the poor was a new Washington. Happiness was everywhere. You could see it in their eyes and in their voices. Talk and walk of politics was no longer talk and walk. And everyone did say, I know. I know I'd freak out too, but it's okay. Megan and Adelson finally kissed and made love in the Kentucky Beauty outdoors. Megan, you just have to learn how to steer, baby. Adelson, okay, baby. Look, babe, rain clouds. Megan, no more mushroom clouds, babe. The beginning.